welcome back to my kitchen. For dessert tonight, we are going to be making a caramel cheesecake. So come on along while I get that going. Alright friends, to start off, we are going to make our graham cracker crust. So I have here 1 1/3 cups of crushed graham cracker. I'm going to be adding 1/3 a cup of melted butter and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to go ahead and mix this together. Alright friends, so now that our crust is well combined, we are going to be putting it on a springform 9-inch baking dish. And then you're going to use something with a hard surface that you can pat it out and press it down to make the crust really firm. Sometimes it's just better to use your hands. You want to make sure this is tightly packed down. Alright, so now we're going to place this in 350-degree oven for 8 minutes. Alright friends, so I just pulled our crust out of the oven and we're going to let it sit here and cool completely before we fill it. So let's go ahead and work on our filling. I've got 3 cubes of cream cheese that have softened. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my mixer. I've got a 1/2 cup of sugar and I'm going to go ahead and blend this together. I want to cream it nicely. You want to stop it periodically and go through and clean the sides of the bowl, just to make sure everything is getting incorporated. Next, I have 3 eggs that I'm going to put in, and you're going to do 1 egg at a time. Alright, so my next ingredient is going to be 1/3 of a cup of sour cream, 1/3 of a cup of whipping cream, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm going to go ahead and mix that. Lastly, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Alright, so now I'm going to give it one last good mix. Make sure everything's well incorporated. Alright, this still needs to cool, so we'll wait until that cools. Alright friends, so our crust is now cooled. We're going to go ahead and put in our cream cheese. And we're just going to spread it out evenly. Alright friends, so I have my caramel, and if you didn't see the video of when I made this caramel, I'm going to go ahead and link it up here so that you can watch it. But we're going to drizzle the caramel on here and then we're going to swirl it into the cream cheese filling. That's about a 1/2 cup of the caramel. So then you just take a skewer and just swirl it in there. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 350. But first, let me show you what I need to do to the pan. Alright, because we are going to be water bath canning this, we need to put foil all around the side of it so that any water doesn't seep in. Alright friends, so now that we have it completely covered with foil, we're going to go ahead and put it in my roaster that I have here. And we're going to cover the bottom of it with water. And this is going to help prevent the cheesecake from drying out and cracking on top. Alright, so now we can go ahead and place this in the oven, 325 for an hour and 30 minutes. Alright friends, our cheesecake is done. So now we're just going to let it sit out here and cool completely, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator to sit for 4 to 6 hours. I'm going to leave it overnight, and I'll bring you all back in the morning, and we'll slice it up and see how it looks. Alright, good morning friends, and welcome back. So our cheesecake has been sitting in the refrigerator overnight. So now it's our next step. I'm going to go ahead and remove all the foil. Alright, so unfortunately the cheesecake did crack a little bit, but I'm going to show you how you can cover this up and nobody will ever know. So you get some Cool Whip. And this has been sitting out on my counter for about an hour, thawing. And we're just going to go ahead and layer this right on top. Alright, now that it's all layered, we're going to go ahead and stick this in the freezer, and we're going to let it fully firm up for about an hour to an hour and a half. I'll see you guys back in about an hour, hour and a half. Alright friends, our pie is done. It's been sitting in the freezer for a while, so I went ahead and brought it out. We're going to take a sharp knife and we're going to go around the whole edge of the pie just to make sure it's not stuck to it and everything comes off nicely. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and open it, take off our ring. Now doesn't that look pretty? Alright, so the trick is you're going to get a sharp knife, hot water, go ahead and stick your hot knife in the water. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut it. Stick it back in the hot water, clean it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take it out, place it on our plate. Now I've got our caramel that we made. You're gonna take a spoon and we're just gonna drizzle it right over the cheesecake. And there we have it, friends. Caramel cheesecake. Well, I hope you guys give this recipe a try. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well and have a blessed day.